Okay, quick mic check. Mic check. Let's go. Okay, welcome back, folks. Today's episode: killing a Heretek boss. If we can find the little bugger.
I better myself through my service.
I'm listening.
And thank you very much for reminding me. We need to do this. I'm just going to give him all of these grenades. Oh, and I do have my daughter with me here. Say hello, babies. And we'll just drop that because it's pointless. Oof. Okay, so she... all attacks of opportunity deal. Okay, that's fine. Tell you what, the attacks of opportunity would actually be really good on him if he wasn't wearing something that was obviously 100 times better. I miss Adira. I really do. I really miss Adira. Oh yeah, of course, the Chaos Marine is here.
We have no time to lose.
Peer into the darkness conceals the true path. Avert not your eyes, for the one who looks will witness the essence of things and the power of the truth. The Chaos Marine towers over the text priest, bows heads like a dark cliff. He is reciting a sermon, slowly, almost chanting. From the mere sounds of his deep low voice, you break into a cold sweat and your gorge rises. Listen for my words reveal the path to you. Listen for my words reveal to you a path from the darkness onto the primordial truth, which has thrown open its gates for wayward souls seeking deliverances from the shroud of lies and torments of enslavement. Your minds have shed the bonds of the dogma and has guided you into the abyss. Accept now the hope granted to you by the greatest of the word bearers. Traitor forces. Sacrilege here on the soil of the Imperial world, yep. I knew our meeting on Rycab Manos wouldn't be the last, but to run into this anathema here, Kieva Gamma did not merely succumb to heresy. Your world is in the clutches of the greatest evil known to the Imperium. The Word Bearers. The new sphere signature from the defective units has been achieved. In accordance with the sacred commandments, I will tolerate no heresy and hereby sentence you to categorical disposal without redemption. Interrupt the sermon with a... oh yeah, do that. The words of the righteous hymn cut through the torrents of the heretics' imperious proclamations. You feel as if the light of the Emperor himself touches your heart, warming it with grace and protecting it from malignant corruption. Hazel Kraise gained the pray against effect for permanent. The Chaos Marine roars in fury and the tech priests turn and charge you as if on cue.
Do you really believe you can match a child of Assyria?
418. Holy shit. Okay, me there. You there. You there. You there. You there. Okay, give that to her. Give that to her. Luckily, they're all just standing there in a line. Holy shit, they're all packing.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Missed, okay. And let's set up, so some rear. Front. Mid, I guess.
Out of my way!
Dodged.
I'm
That's
not
a him.
accustomed to being ordered around.
These guys don't like plasma at all. Put that on him.
Approved.
I am a navigator, not a sculptor.
He needs to die.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Take that.
Doubt is for the weak. You, my emperor. I'll do it.
Running binary override. Function successfully terminated.
What was that saying? That something makes up the number of attacks is equal to the number of prey in combat.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Such is the will of chaos.
Blimey. Well, at least he killed his own guy.
Pay with your blood in the name of Kaela Mensha Kane!
Good shot.
This tedium has been no weaknesses hidden from my sight.
Let's see to
Okay,
it.
take that.
But of course, Lord Captain.
that to her. Have
If
a
it
shot at
serves your
him.
cause,
Nice.
I understand your intent.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You take that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Alright.
Place at least. I'll paint your death in colors.
For the throne's glory, let's see to it. I won't object. Nothing stands against me. But
He's
of
just gonna
course,
chop him down.
Naturally. Let's see to it. Holy terror!
Chaos
Smite
Marine.
your enemies. I won't object to it. The Inquisition sends their
This
regards.
guy's screwed.
For the throne's glory.
Yeah, word of the Emperor, bitch.
If I may.
Give that to her.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Got one shot. No. Shame. Should have done that in the first place.
This is unacceptable.
Running by now.
My reckoning will be
76. Like, splat. Like, total splat. Not quite yet. Apparently there's loot. Ah, there. That teeny tiny little box. Oh, because that's what I got rid of. Okay, never mind.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah, a little save, I think. Mm-hmm.
Let us see what I found.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okay, that's not going to be too important.
Look, over there.
Never doubt me.
Here we go.
Data meditation.
Color the uncolored. I believe this will help.
My frail organics required it.
I have traveled far darker paths.
Fabricator sensor Cubis Delphin. The probability of navigating your way or reaching the inner line was negligible. The primordial truth guards me and my work. Then why is it that this variable has yet to be eliminated, because the schemes of the ruinous powers are powerless against the servants of the good Emperor, who are guided by his light. Ha! Or, I shall venture a guess, I am the illustrious rogue trader von Valencia's conqueror of the Koronus Expanse, and you are taking a talking piece of refuse. Now, we'll do the Emperor. A gross misconception common among primitive minds. Your existence is but a statistical error that will soon be corrected. I saw the strange constructs in the line of the manufacturer. Oh, what mad machines are you creating here? Jesus, chaos engine as well. Steel creations destined to serve the designs of truth. Do you see the elegance of their form, their flawless ergonomics? And those are mere shells. True perfection fills them when they are instilled with the spark of life and granted purpose, to bring their wrath upon the heads of apostates. Once this army is assembled, but why waste words? You will see for yourself in modicum of splendor that is store for the Koronus Expanse. He straightens his back and shoulders, hear a mounting hum as if from a powerful turbines, followed by heavy footsteps and the grinding of metal. Two of them. Just mowed him straight down. I shall purge Kiev Gamma of your corruption.
I am prey for no creature.
This may take a couple of attempts, I have a feeling. Okay, you there. Although I do have a secret weapon.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Well, he's gonna go first, so let's... Oh, really? That can go there.
I am not your xenos pet. I deal death with my hands. If it serves your cause.
Okay. Good shot. Good girl. And again, if you please. Nearly. Bang. Ooh.
Deliver us. Help me, Lord Captain.
Okay, you come over here. Oh, crap.
I won't object to it. Let's see to it.
Okay.
I won't do that.
Okay, first of all, there he is. Oh, we can actually try this.
Request approved. Running binary protocol.
Yeah, that works.
The scriptural protocol is favorable. Request approved. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Give
In
that
the
to
name
him.
of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
I won't object to it. For the throne's glory.
Really? Is that all?
I won't object to it. Naturally. Throne take you. But of course, Lord Captain.
Ow.
Focus, Van Calix. Focus. For the throne's glory. Let's see to it.
Okay, so this might not be terrible, but I'm gonna lie, I'm still a bit concerned.
Me, throne painted black. I am
That's
a
a him.
navigator, not a servitor.
Running binary doesn't right.
Okay. Dodged at least. Okay, you come out. Might as well. There's literally no point being in cover with these guys. You take that. Give him.
My vow is to serve.
Okay, early.
I am not your xenos pet, Mon. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Go on, more than 36, go on. Oh, so close. Free shot on him. Parried, good boy.
Doubt is for the weak. You, my emperor!
62. Oh.
As the emperor commands, I act.
Attacks each enemy that attacks the Vanguard's allies in a 3-cell radius.
Someone's death wish is mine to grant. I won't object to it. Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
Request approved.
Yeah, this is done easy.
As duty demands.
This was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, I'm not going to lie. Give that to him.
Trace me.
She gets the free shot.
I move swiftly to strike. If it serves your cause, ancestors guide me. This tedium is beneath me.
Missed. Okay.
Scorn the pain.
Oh! Yeah, this dude is finished.
Each strike is a prayer.
Grants 20 tech use. Yes, please. A good fight. Oh, BMS, I'm feeling very well. Catch you soon, mate. I hope you feel better. I do. Okay, so stop. Before we go, I must investigate this level of the manufactorum. We have not yet examined the area sufficiently thoroughly for the purposes of my mission. Alright, let's go back and check everything. Let's go, we should hurry. Fine.
I follow my own path.
So I guess he's talking about here.
That was a problem for you.
Oh yeah, we already spoke to him. Okay.
Do I detect doubt in your voice?
Onward.
So I need to get back down.
I need no prophecy of my future.
Hydraulics are failing.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Oh,
Easily
that was
done.
stupid. So I need to get here because we need to go that way.
Choose your own path.
The system accepts the access codes. The clanging of moving bolts indicates the door has been unlocked. Which is handy. So this is obviously where he wants to be. Although we are extremely screwed.
Ready for dating.
I guide humanity between the stars. Let's make your colors brighter.
Function as one.
Would this help?
My frail organics require this.
Okay. Is it
I'll
not?
chart a course for you.
Holy moly. So numerous wires and pipes run in filthy cages which are filled with what looks like a conglomeration of human bodies. You can now make out who is in the cage, but bright blue sparks flash intermittently in the darkness while the mass of flesh twitches and shudders. Go on, break out. Cast a scrutinizing eye over the cages before drawing his weapon and approaching to examine what lays behind. Look at the cage closest to me. Through the middle bars you see it is truly a pile of human bodies, or something that used to be. The monstrously deformed bodies have fused together in places while others were severed using saws and knives, leaving wounds and seeping pus and slime. Wounds that are... whatever that word is, and sprouting tendons. Rods connected to wires that run to nearby cogitated bristles across the flesh. One of the human heads turns to you. Mercy. Yep, absolutely. Study it closely. The creature in the cage seems to be composed of several bodies joined together. You see no sutures or any other means by which to separate the parts. Among the layers of meat you can discern large knots of muscle. Only warp sorcery. Who are you? Foreman from the sector. Mercy. Foreman from Boiler 3. I'm beginning to have some idea. The Lex mechanic mentioned the inhabitants of the lower levels who have been imprisoned in their homes. He said that some of them were brought here. The cultists did something to these poor people in their own home, and now they're studying the results. So the Lex mechanic talked about some kind of slag waste disposal and chaos symbols on the machines. What are the arch-enemy's minions doing? To know the works of the dark sorcery means allowing corruption into oneself. They're people. Yeah, this is what warp sorcery has done to them. To be precise, I have seen many mutants whose features have been distorted under the effects of chaos, but this is something beyond all imagining. Have you seen anything like this before? I've seen a great deal, Rogue Trigger. That includes mutations caused by the sorcery of chaos, but what frightens me the most is not the repulsive form, but what is hiding beneath it. A human soul in torment. Why are they hooked up to cogitators? Lingua Technis, corrupted by the scrap code, I'm sure. It's unlikely we're unable to extract anything of value. You promised us. You promised us. Who are you talking to? What did they promise you? You took us from the Inferno. You promised us a reward. You... They can still speak. They remember the people who did this to them. Perhaps a little biomancy will allow us to draw the fragments of knowledge out of them, or it will trigger further changes. What do you want to do? My psyker abilities allow me to affect the body if it is one of the most effective tools against the individual to resist questioning. But if you're suggesting that I want to use it, I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. The effect of warp energy will likely lead to explosive reaction. I don't know what the precise mechanism of the mutation. The result could be even more monstrous than its current state. We must use it. Go for it. It's possible another person would refuse to make such a choice, but we can use this situation to help the investigation. What you're going to do achieve by prolonging their suffering? Just release it? Yeah, go for it. He hesitates for a moment, then closes his eyes and raises one hand. You're enveloped by an otherworldly chill. The mass of flesh in the cave suddenly rears up. The mutated wretches open its glued-together lips and begin wailing. The shrieking and echoing from the chorus and howls of tortured moans coming from the neighbouring cages. You promised to kill me. You promised me deliverance, every one of you. Everyone told me to have hope and the pain would go. Accept the truth, for that is hope. My only hope is to be freed from this pain. Make it stop. And that's it. The lamentations of dying people. No, not just that. What it said about hope sounds like a lie of chaos. Indeed it does. Which it uses to take root in weak minds. I believe the corrupted tech priest repeated this phrase like an echo of what has been instilled in them. Whatever the cult of Final Dawn is planning, false hope is the key to the component to the plan. A small one, but it's still a lead. That's it then. But do you know what bothers me? The number of people here, there are too few. The lower levels of the similar manufacture are inhabited by millions. What happened to the rest of them? Well, at least they're all dead.
This place is steeped in corruption, which means that it must be cleansed with fire down to the last crevice.
Sister, tame your fervor. Your zeal is laudable, but first I must ascertain the intentions of the archenemy, not crush his manifestations without a second thought.
And we are definitely going to save it here, I think. I don't trust what's behind that door. In fact, let's do this as well. Each ally in the rear gains 3 great. Oh, yes, please. Ballistic skill, thank you. When an enemy adjacent to an ally dies, that ally gains a stacking corpus convection. Anytime an enemy becomes a target of the particular psyker ability for the first time, pain channeling. Whenever the psyker kills an enemy with psychic power, dealing more damage than the target's wounds. Huh. Problem is, he doesn't actually have a lot of mental abilities. Blade of Light. Oh yeah, okay, do that. Perfect. Should have done that a lot earlier. If the claim the bounty kills an enemy, the bounty hunter's next attack turn will always score a critical hit. Yes, please. Whenever a creature in combat gains an extra turn, the navigator gains a stacking bonus to willpower. Yeah, we're gonna have that one. Athletics. Some supporting abilities for her. Whenever prey deals damage to the bounty hunter's ally, yes. Thank you. Perfect. Now we save.
Knowledge is eternal.
A data vault. A massive cogitator grows out on metal bulkheads like grotesque tumor. A hollow roar sounds deep within its metal housing. Whatever spurred the computer into action, it has enough power to supply a small command center. As soon as your eyes fall upon the cogitator, you feel it tingling in your temples. Every nook and every component of the machine radiates a sense of wrongness, one that is difficult to explain, no less palpable. It is as though the construct itself defies the laws of physics and perception. That is a creation of chaos. Don't go near it. You have done enough for me and my mission. Don't put yourself at risk now. Oh, no. One for all for one, mate. As soon as Hendrik takes another step toward the cogitator, it emits a deafening shriek like hundreds of metal needles driving into toughened glass. As though sensing the stranger, wincing, Henrik approaches the control panel and bends down towards the screen. To surprise the heat clogging the room, you feel a ice-cold breeze. Excuse me. Heinrich is clearly using his psycho abilities to try and fend off the pernicious effects of the Chaos artifact. The Omnissiah's grace has not touched this object. The mechanism was not desecrated, but born flawed and unnatural. Iron most profane. Initiating observation lock. Let not fear stand in the path of knowledge. Approach it. I am one with the machines. Heinrich is too engrossed in the examination of the control panel to stop you. You draw closer to the side section of the cogitator housing, which has several thick cables. With each step towards the flickering screens, you're feeling that the cogitator is watching your rapidly blinking eyes grow stronger and stronger. Up close, you see that besides buttons and switches and toggles, the cogitator casing is also covered in strange writing. Examine the writing. Failed. And suddenly you feel a launching pain. Study the screens. Success. The cogitator displays a wall of text on the screens. The string of symbols is the simplest mixture of numbers, formulas, and unfamiliar characters. There seems to be no logic to it, and yet there is no doubt that the cogitator is computing calculations on a prodigious scale. Look at the cables. Cables running from the broken side path of the cogitator. They were clearly added after the machine came off the manufacturer's production. Step away. Take a step back and suddenly one of the cogitator screens changes colour, becoming bright yellow. Your eyes are helplessly drawn. Willpower succeeded. You turn sharply, and you can almost feel invisible shackles falling away. The realization comes a moment later. You are not fighting against your own curiosity, but against someone's malevolent will, which has now lost its hold on you. We must destroy it immediately. Out of the question, even if we disregard the potential loss of data, it could kill us. Fine, let's figure out what was what's first. After another minute, a minute passes, then another. You watch Heinrichs examine the cogitator. His eyes scan the screens. His hands darting from the reel to the lever, sometimes hovering uncertainly over the next switch, which immediately receives a coating of frost. At some point you hear his voice almost whisper, barely audible, above the clanging, roaring machine. Sacrifices. More and more sacrifices every minute. Hecatomb Terminus. The womb of the cursed machine is down on the lower levels. The Exori enumeration controls the system for delivering molten waste under the manufacturer's main building. This cogitator is fueled by energy harnessed from thousands of people who are flowing beneath our feet in a slag waste as we speak. And I can't even imagine the reason for sacrificing all these people. It's inconceivable. But now we know why the Fabricator Center prized this monster so highly. The cursed tech priest and his associate created something that went beyond the limits of the Omnissiah's power. This machine is designed to process myriad possibilities using warp sorcery. It almost finished its task. It predicts the future. Are you alright? I'll be fine. It predicts the future. How is that possible? Do not attempt to gain insight into the essence of the machines corrupted by chaos. At least not if you value your soul. I have encountered the Heretek's mechanical abominations before. To truly fathom their nature is to allow a particle of death into your heart. But the fruit they bear, no matter how abhorrent their instruments, the fruit they bear could be useful. You intend to let the creation from beyond the veil do what it was designed to do. It is not your calling to protect your kind from the schemes and temptations of the Selenthresh. You cannot understand this, Xenos. Knowing one's enemy is the path to destroying them. If, in order to prevent countless future calamities, I must perpetrate one of my own, such as my duty to the Golden Throne. Not only do you not keep watch over your kin, you even sacrifice your own souls to your dead god. Yes, let's allow the machine to finish its calculations. I wish to know what precisely the cult's minions were so desperate to see in the future. Perhaps if we were to increase the power, it would finish sooner. The decision is on your conscience, Henrix. Come to rest on the cogitator. I will accelerate the process so that everything is over as soon as possible. The cogitator screen flashes and the guttural roar in its depths turns into a frantic shriek that seems to contain the death of cries of thousands. Harry bends over the keys and flinches as if from an electric shock. His head snaps back unnaturally and you see his lips moving. The cogitator lets out a roar that grows louder by the second. It's okay, we can deal with that.
More enemies to face judgment. We are truly blessed this day.
Yeah, we can deal with that. Yep, you can stay there. You there. You there.
For the throne's glory.
Dodged. Son of a bitch. Okay. And
Naturally. But of course, Lord Captain.
awesome. Pink horrors.
Fate shields me.
You little dick.
paint your death in colors.
Okay, that was cool.
That is foolishness. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
If it serves your cause. If I must. I am not your xenos pet, monkey.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
If it serves your cause. I am not your xenos pet, monkey.
And fire that on him.
If I must.
Yet I know no pain.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay. So this guy needs to die.
Eradicated. I'll do it. But you, my
Oh,
emperor.
that was a nice hit. Oh, why is he knackered?
I won't object to it.
Okay, at least that stops him from moving.
Let's see to it. Humbly terror, smite your enemies.
Jesus.
Emperor, give me strength.
Heal him.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Vengeance will be swift.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Ah, good shot. Okay, so oh, shoe buns. Okay, I need to move. It's fine.
That had better not be intentional.
Activate Force Mode Sacrament. The old Messiah vulnerability analysis successful. My frail
I forgot he had healing abilities.
cornered it.
Damn it. Nice.
Naturally. Your reckoning is due.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And we'll do that.
I am not
Kill
your
him.
I hear you moving. No more. That is beneath me. Just designate a target. This tedium is beneath me. Doubt is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's
shot.
judgment.
Request approved. My vow is being decided
Good shot.
against you.
Hagris goes back to the broken cogitator, spends a while examining the instruction panel, and then disconnects a component resembling a data crypt. That's what this machine was put into operation for. Countless symbols and numbers containing knowledge of things to come. I hope my specialist will find a way to decipher the corrupted code. I hypothesize that my services will not be needed. You are correct, Bagos. I'm grateful for the help, but unfortunately I must conceal the fruits of labor from you. As you have seen, my caution is well founded. Restriction recognized as valid. I saw something happen to you. What happened when you touched the machine? We'll talk about it later. But right now, I must thank you. Without your help and cooperation, I doubt we would have reached the depths of Kiev Gamma and learned the truth behind my agents' dispatches and reports. I would never have ended up here, and I would never have succeeded in hampering the cult's activities. My business on Kiev Gamma is concluded. It is time to return to the mission that brought you to the industrial world. The only thing I'll ask of you is an audience when we return to the ship. No problem. Jeez Louise.
Calculating optimal route.
I think we're actually all done here. Oh, it was that, wasn't it? Okay. This level was actually really cool.
My mind is focused.
You discover the local data crypt with contents collected by the previous operators of the machine spirit. View failed. Shame. I'm surprised these guys didn't attack me. Sorry, who now? Sharp pain pierces your head and lights dim your eyes. You smell smoke and burning. You feel a wave of nausea, your legs buckle and your knees hit metal floor. In that same moment, the manufacturer surrounding you disappears in the whirlwind of mist, ash and grey shadows. Struggling against the elements, you can barely raise your head to look. Your eyes sting and burn. But through the tears, you see it, a colossal silhouette rising above you, the roaring tempest unable to shake the mighty figure. Try and get a better look. Failed. Writhing in pain, you raise your head and peer into the roiling darkness. You make out the figure's features. It is a huge man clad in dark power armor, from which demonic silhouettes snarl at you. The wind picks up and you close your eyes, unable to stare at the face of the raging tempest. Uralan the Cruel. I am the master of those who have been felled by your hand in the halls of the primordial truth. I am Aralon the Cruel. The souls of my followers return to the font of power they served, crying out for me to cast my gaze towards this sacrilege. And what do I see? Yet another lackey of the Corpse Emperor. The giant's voice causes a storm raging around you to die down somewhat, as if the very sound of his voice is enough to make the whirlwind subside. You glance at the huge warrior, notice his chest is winding azure symbol. The shades of blue seem to glimmer and then mingle together. I am a sovereign of Kaebagama. This is my world, not a dominion of chaos. Oh, clinging to illusions will do you no good. The rituals have already been performed. The mortals are already singing the litanies of the primordial truth, or decorating the sacrificial altars with their flesh. Kaebagama, as you call it, already saturated in the nectar of truth. A fate that awaits all worlds that would stand in our way. What do you want? I want to look upon the one who has disrupted my flock's duties and my master's plans. What warrior from my legion, the fabricator censor? You think their deaths are a triumph. However, it is but a minor hindrance on our path. As long as it's a hindrance. There are other worlds that serve our goals. There are other sources of plasteel and adamantine. Revel in your victory. It will change nothing. Nevertheless, the blood in your veins whispers to the spirits that you warrant a closer look. Yes, you are a descendant of the road trader whose warrant Kunred Vultvir sought to attain. By defiling the relic and binding it to himself, whether the tether of the Imperium, he was meant to become my servant, a road trader who would do the work of the truth, but you interfered. Could it be that you wish to gain the true God's favor instead? Nope. Do you wish to present the corpse relics to me and serve the truth? Hear your very blood calling, begging it to submit to me. What would be the point of futile defiance? Do I have enough willpower? Succeeded. Rise to my feet. Conquering the weakness and pain, straining every muscle in your body, you slowly rise to your feet, straighten and stare Uralon straight in the eyes. He smiles, but there is no mirth in his eyes, only malicious curiosity, the kind of which one looks at an insect with his wings torn off. This isn't your first time meddling in the deeds of the word bearers. You were there on Raikeb Manaris, and so I want to know if you hold your hands to that which not yours to hold, and you will tell me yourself. You feel your blood pumping, alarming in your temples at an increasing pace as the wind is knocked out of you, and then drumming in your ears, quiets in your heart, which is about to leap out of your chest, slows. It appears I'm not the only one who appreciates the value of a pet psyker. It will make good use of your watchdog when my servants get to you. Especially since the soul of your least sorcerer has already been marked by the Lord. A gust of wind sweeps Uralon's figure away without a trace. The mist around you begins to dissipate, revealing the dark halls of the Manufactorum and leaving behind the oppressive sense of powerlessness. Heinrich is standing beside you, white as a sheet, eyes wide, grimacing. The air around him seems to roil. Though the phenomenon passes almost immediately and he begins to speak, his voice sounds hoarse and cracked. That was not easy. I sense the presence of another psyker. Someone made contact with you mentally and then tried to harm you with sorcery. I did what I could. Seven of Chaos claimed, hold on, that Seven of Chaos claimed the soul of the psyker was protecting me had already been marked by the Lord. A shadow passed over Heinrich's face, astonishment, anger, and finally alarm. Most likely our enemy wanted to sow doubt. It was a Chaos Space Marine. One of the traitors. I don't think it was he who touched your mind. I would have had the strength to go up against a psyker from the ranks of the monsters. He might have forced some mortal to do his bidding. You said something about Theodora, about how blood in my veins would lead me to serve chaos. It was what Sister Argento, who has been watching all this intently, grows pale and makes a sign of a killer at the wall of evil. Heinrich stares at you, whether in surprise or anger you do not know. I see. We can theorize later. All I will say, his words do not leave much room for interpretation. The manufactor around you looks the same as it before the vision. Maybe the shadows have grown a little deeper and darker. You dust yourself off, continuing your journey through the darkness. Holy moly! Boop boop. Hello, babies. Boop 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 boop. So, the world's industrial heart has fallen to corruption, but numerous faint vox signals from the periphery indicate the planet's small manufacturing cluster survived without succumbing to heretics. The sacred machines and hallowed layers from the bones have been reverently transported to safety from the ship's hulls. The fate of Kara hangs in the balance. Purify and restore, no matter the cost. The servants of the Adeptus Ministorum heed the call and begin to assemble a holy crusade to purify. It will take much time and effort to root out the tendril of corruption lurking in the dark corners of the Manufactorum. We've got some more mobile extractums though. Restoration. What's our profit factor at the moment? Yeah, do that one. We're getting along with some of these. That one's still going. Oop, bollocks. So that one's still going. That one's still going. That one's still going. That one's still going. Good. Okay. Sheesh. We completely screwed. We need. That was just mental. Right, what are we doing now? Answer the call from help from Grantis. Achilles. Platinum Stellos. There. We've not been to this one yet, so we might as well. Nola Septum. have more than enough of that. We've got 25, so we don't need any more of that. What are you trying to do, babies? The Santios Pride hives are oozing noxious haze, veined with sulphurous streaks. The Promethean fumes from the gigantic distilling cauldrons located beyond the temperate shields. Vast, endless deadlands littered with spots of Promethean stations and refineries separate the colossi of rockcrete and adamantine with its crown of gargantuan spires. The heat of the system star has turned this world into a boiling but lucrative body of the House Cordia. It's hard to tell what's more impressive. Yeah, I've got no choice. We'll make our way back to the other side of the galaxy. Hopefully we can sort of go this way. No? Well, we're certainly going to make that a bit safer. Not been there yet, might as well. Kiev Gamma has been on a new stage of development. So the Order's elders believe this is to be a sign of Saint Cognatius relics. So, the Order is preparing the election for the new prelate who's... So, someone important died, they want to take an election, but they're not entirely sure who. What do my companions say? Sympathy for Prioress Legulia. Let her meet with Reverend... Should he accept her as a worthy leader, we ought to support her. Brother Tychon, he and I met back when we called Tychon Drivestem. He wasn't a monk back then, he was a grandson and an heir to Urban, governor of Dragonus. An honourable young man with a spark in his eyes. His ascension would mean much to the Drivestems. Well, screw that then. Yeah. Cool. Troubling news from Janus, your ladyship. Digging in the irrigation ditch, the worker found a xeno obelisk made of unknown material. It was delivered to the laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low-frequency vibration, and the events followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in the Epsilon Majoris region. It's almost like Janus itself is fighting us there. Many logistical chains were disrupted. The only people who visited the uncontrolled territory were the richest, fleeing deep into the region in greater and greater numbers. The observers report strange fires in the sky. Esteemed ultra-quisitors are gathering, freemen and daredevils from an expedition in the heart of the region. They assume a priceless trove of xenomechanisms is waiting for them inside. Well, how about we get there first? Yeah, isolate the region. It will be done. The affected region has been isolated. Soon after quarantine, one of the escaped wretches emerged from the jungle and handed the wardens who met him a parcel with some kind of xeno artifact. Accept the gifts and leave the world in peace. Okay. Bless you. Get that going. That's almost done. Tech priests have made a sinister discovery, a blasphemous machine built at the behest of the wicked Hubris Delphin. The mechanism was capable of picking up whispers in the warp. It seems to occasionally transmit a discordant binaric melody into nowhere. But no encrypted data or other threats have been detected. It would seem to be a functioning side effect of sorts. What does my retinue think about this? I hereby declare a ban on any contact with this device. It must be removed and given to our acolytes. Yeah, okay. Take it away. Oh. Yep, do that. The explorers. Okay, that's still doing, that's still doing, that's still doing. Okay. That's almost done. Oh shit, it's a warp gate. Okay, we're definitely saving it. That's chaos as well. Nada. Still we have plenty of. And there's plenty around the galaxy. Oh, Captain, we were passed by a construct marked with the star charts as a dimensional gate. Our augurs are not showing any suspicious any readings. The device is dormant. I wish to study it. I would advise against approaching the gate. The Inquisition has declared the entire area around it off limits and packed with mines. What is it? An ancient xeno artifact older than humanity. Judging by its design, this is a gate leading somewhere, possibly straight into the wicked abyss of the warp. Considering all nasty shit there's... love that. All nasty shit that used to roam around here, many captains, Her Ladyship Theodora included, have tried to reveal its secrets, but it seems that no one can figure out how it works. Good for them, if you ask me. Why? Her Ladyship didn't exactly share her plans with us, always kept them close to her chest, but I'll go out on a limb and say she was searching for a way to open the gate and see what was on the other side. The Cognizance fleet conducted its own analysis of the Xeno artifact. All records of the expeditions that were added to the exploration catalogue. In what way nasty? I don't want to repeat rumours, and I don't know the truth, but it was bad. There was words of ships and even whole trade convoys disappearing. Captains started avoiding the system until eventually the Lord Inquisitor came here and made short work of it. Hasn't been much in the way of rumours ever since. The Inquisitor made sure voidsmen kept their mouths shut. Whatever the gate used to spew out has been... must have been profane and a danger to humanity. Report received. Ignore the construct, screw it. Consider it done. Damn it. Wait. Never pass up a chance to fight chaos.
I can see crimson lights in the void.
Why did they all get to go first? ruining my shields. They're not hitting very hard either. Go on, fuck him up. Yeah, this is going to be easy. Ooh. Need to kill him straight away. Come at me, bro.
Yeah, babies.
Do not put your hearts along path.
Praise the Omnissiah.
No need to thank me. I love the fact he stopped one square outside its range too. We'll do that. Why do we keep getting shit stuff? Oh wait. Okay. Hold on. I think that's actually better than what we have. Which I'm enormously surprised about. Protects from vessel from harm, negating 4 points of damage instead of 7. Okay, so we did get an upgrade. And that is just 15% crit but 80% hit chance. I'd much rather the 90% hit chance, frankly. And we've got more health points too. Excellent. Yeah, I'm happy with all that. Perfect. Make that a bit safer to travel. The vessel professors report discontent among the flock. Law Imperium succeeded. Perfect. And we have to go to Janus. The planetary authorities wish to found a new settlement to expand the influence, improve it. Support construction with resources and dialogue. That was literally it. Okay. And we have to go to Footfall as well, if memory serves. Yes. Succeeded. Phew. Greetings, what can I do for you? Catalog and components, please. Reputation, select tradable. Okay. So we can borrow a whole bunch of shit now. 4 shots dealing 21, 4 shots dealing 21. We do need one of those. So get that. Grab that. So that's 70 instead of 80, that's fine. We've got that already. Provides 80% of protection from each sector. This amount is doubled against enemy kinetic attacks. Yeah, why not? Screw it. Okay. Yep, grab that. Grab that. Okay, we've literally just upgraded pretty much our whole ship. Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave it there, folks. It's been a long stream. longer than usual. And there are other things I wanted to do before I went to bed. So, thank you very much for joining me. I have to say, I keep thinking to myself, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, maybe I won't continue this series because there aren't many people that are actually watching it this far out. And I get that it's, you know, the combat is fairly samey. Admittedly, the enemies and locations and story are actually really cool. But I don't know why, every time I play it, I just can't stop. So I will be continuing. Thank you very, very much for joining me if you are. Please don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. I would really appreciate it. My name is Commander Kraise, signing off.